Hey there folks, Chris here from Tech Coaches with another video tutorial. This time I wanted to help you use the Skype app so that you can make video calls with your friends and your colleagues. It's super simple and free of charge. All we need to do to get started is download the program onto our Windows 10 computer. Very easy. Let's just go ahead and open up Microsoft Edge here as our internet browser. I already have Google brought up, so now I'll just search for the Skype program. Once I've typed that in, I'll push enter on the keyboard and I can see my search results here. I also have this download Skype link provided underneath the primary link for the Skype website. So I might as well use this as a little bit of a shortcut. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download Skype. That's going to immediately take me to the appropriate web page where I can click on Get Skype for Windows. That's in this blue button here. I'm going to click that right now to get it started. As we can see here at the bottom of the screen, the download is well underway. We need to wait for it to get to 100% before we can start the installation process. We can see now that the file is finished downloading, so I can just simply click on this little button here that says Open File. After I've clicked yes to give the program permission so that it's able to install, I just have to wait for it to do so. I can see things starting to pop up here. First, I'm going to click on this install button. Then I have to wait for this status bar to reach 100%. This is what it looks like when I've successfully installed Skype on my machine. So I can see here that I'm not currently signed in and I don't want to use the account that it's actually recommending that I use. Instead, I'll select the option that reads Use Another Account. After I click that, it's going to ask for the email address and the password that I need for that account. So do be sure that you have that on hand. Now that I've put the correct details in, I'm just waiting for Skype to load. Because this is the first time I've ever used the program to make a video call, it's asking if I'd like to set up a profile picture. I don't have to do this, however, so I'm going to go ahead and opt to skip that option by clicking on the skip button here. Then it wants me to test my audio. I can see that my microphone is indeed picking up that audio, no problem. I also see that I have my speaker volume set to 100% or 10 out of 10. All of these things are looking good to me, so I'm ready to just click on the continue button. The next thing that Skype asks us to do is set up our video and make sure that we can see everything properly, which it looks like everything's working here. Usually I don't have to change any settings here because if I have a laptop, it's got a built-in camera, so it should automatically detect that camera and start to use it for Skype automatically. If this looks good, I'm going to go ahead, click on that continue button. Next thing they'd like us to do is connect with some people to chat with. I'm going to go ahead and push on this OK button to push that forward. When the Skype software is finally installed, this is what it looks like. It's super easy to use, so let's talk about the basics. If I wanted to start a new meeting, I have this very handy Meet Now button right here to get the process started, so I'm going to go ahead and click that one time. Afterwards, it's going to open up what they call a conversation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share a link so that other people can join my conversation. I'm going to share that link via email, so we're going to do that next. Here's the link right here. So I'm going to click on this little copy button right here, and you can see that it says below, link is copied. Now I have everything I need so that I can invite somebody else. So let's look at what that would be like. First, I will minimize Skype. Then I will go to my email. Very simple. I've just got my Outlook account here, and what I'll do is click on new message because I want to compose a new message to all the people that are going to be invited to my Skype call. In this scenario, I'm only going to invite one person, but you could invite as many people as were supposed to be in your meeting. After I've done that, I'm going to add a subject. We'll just call it test call. And then I'm going to go ahead and right click on my mouse and push this paste button here so that it puts that link for the Skype call right into the body of the email. After I've done that, that's everything needed. All I'll do next is push on send, and that invitation is going to be sent off to my colleague Melinda. From there, I need to return to Skype so that I can launch the call. I'm going to be finished with my email, so I can go ahead and just push the X on that because I don't need it anymore. Now I'll come down to the bottom here and open up Skype, which then leaves me with this Start Meeting button. That would be the next step. Now, once I've initiated the call, it actually hasn't started yet. I'm still at a point where I'm evaluating whether or not I like my audio and video options. Everything looks okay to me on screen here, so if I'm good with that, I'm ready to push on this Start Call button right here in the center. This is what it looks like when the Skype app opens up. As you can see, I'm the only person on the call as it reads in the middle of the screen here. I can also read up in the top left corner. I am one of 2 people involved in this call. Speaking of that other person that should be joining me, she should be here any second.
Hey there, Chris.
Hi, Melinda. How are you? So this worked very well. Why don't I make this fill my full screen? So I'm going to click on this button in the top right corner, enter full screen, just so that I get the most real estate that I can here. Would you mind giving us a quick tour of all the controls we have here on Skype, Melinda?
Yeah, for sure. So starting in the bottom left corner, we have the record feature. So a host or attendee can record the call at any time. And when the call has ended, all attendees will be able to view the recording. Moving towards the center of the control features at the bottom, we've got the microphone and the camera feature. So at any time you want to mute yourself, which is good practice, you can do so by clicking the microphone button, as well as if you need to turn your video off for any reason, you can do so. The next button is the red hang up button. So if you want to leave or end the call, you can do so with that button. The next feature is the chat feature, so found in the bottom right corner there. The chat feature will activate the chat panel, which anyone can type a short message to the entire group or even share an image or a file. The next feature is the share screen feature. So any attendee, including the host, can share their screen at any time. That might be their desktop or a particular application.
So I could maybe be showing a PowerPoint presentation or a PDF file.
You got it. And then when you're all done sharing, you can click on the share screen button again to stop.
Very good.
One of the last features that I wanted to point out is in the More button in the bottom right corner. It's called the Choose Background Effect. If you're not in a, let's say, an office space or something that has an appropriate background, you can change it to have a customized background. Can you see that there?
I can. That's cool.
Fantastic. So there are some preset images as well as you can upload your own. Well, that's all I wanted to point out today on our Skype call.
That's really great. Thanks so much for your help. I'm going to execute on what you said about the hang up button, Melinda. So thanks so much. I'll see you later.
Okay. Adios.
I'll click on this red button and we have now officially ended our call. That's our tutorial on how to use Skype. I think that's all the major skills that you'll need to master so that you can very comfortably and confidently connect with your colleagues and your loved ones. Until next time, friends, take care.